Hi guys, happy Sunday and welcome to the new Draw With Me video for this month. Um, Today I decide that I want to paint one of the sketches I did on the last sketch session that it was yesterday. And I like it so much that I decided to use it as, as a sketch for painting. Um, what I was going to say, guys. Well, I'm going to use different technique for painting. Not the common one because, guys, I always get bored of doing the same all the time. So sometimes I have to try new things. Even it's for a while because I always ended up returning um, to my style. I don't know, guys, if this is the way to say it, but as my painting technique, that it's always, more not more flat, but more uh, color blocking and feeling, and not putting up so much detail and playing with the colors and everything. I mean, I'm going to do that here too, maybe even more than in the other type of painting. But also I am going to use another type of brush. It's a brush I created for the occasion. I did it on Procreate. I have to share with you this brush too. Maybe I add in this bundle the brush. But I tried to do the same on Clip Studio Paint because I want to do also brushes for Clip Studio Paint, as I know some of you use them. Use Clip Studio, and also I do. Being honest, guys, I didn't find any brush for Clip Studio Paint that I really like to use. I mean, in Procreate, I have I have my own brushes that I enjoy working with. Also, we have all the Max Ulichny, the Max packs that they are working Awesome. But in Clip Studio Paint, I didn't find, the brush you really like to paint and you enjoy and you can do everything. So I'm learning to do them here too. I need to check that in more detail. But I created a basic round brush that it's this one here. I'm going to erase that. That is this one. I had it one similar from Loish. I have it here, I guess. Loish hard round. But I had some problems with this brush because I don't know, guys, if you can see it, but it appears this weird thing that I didn't use it too much often because it's making weird things on the painting. So I decided to create my own brush. If I make it bigger, it looks pretty well. I think this brush is going to be very useful for this type of painting that I'm going to do today, because it has opacity. Also, if we put some pressure, we have like more amount of ink or color, more pigment. Is the one that I use for the sketching also. And I wanted to show you something more. I don't remember right now. Yeah, well, basically I'm going to work with this brush. I don't remember what I was going to show you, but well. Yes, I remember, guys, sorry. I think in Clip Studio Paint we have something similar as the as this brush is the oil paint, but you see it's a hard brush too, but it didn't have like the opacity as I have it here. It works different. So maybe we have to change another type of things, but even that, it's not the same, the same feeling. So I have been using this brush a lot also because it was like the similar one I had to a hard brush, but I didn't have the results I really want to. It's different. You see, here is like the pigments blend together better, as here it's like, I don't know, different. So okay, say that I'm going to add this brush to the bundle. Well, not sorry, I'm going to add this brush to the brush gallery library, sorry, on Patreon. Also remember, guys, we have a pinned post at the beginning of the page. There you can find the brushes I use with the links where you can purchase them. Also, you have my brush pack, and it will be after doing this video, this Clip Studio paintbrush, if I know how to export that, because I don't have any idea. This brush, and also the Procreate version. Procreate version is a little bit different, mainly because it works different. I mean, the two programs work in different. So yeah, I try to make it more similar. Maybe I will try a little bit later, but for example, Procreate version have, when I put more pressure, the size of the brush gets bigger. We know here it's a little bit bigger, but in Procreate it's exaggerated more bigger, and I want to arrange that. I want them to be the most similar as possible. But yeah, so let's start with that. As you know, guys, I am Patreon from Loish, and also if you have following me over this last month where I was really stressed out for the book, and I had like a little bit of crisis with my art. So I don't know, I was thinking that guys, all this stuff, all of us things, that we are not evolving, and then I get bored of painting everything every time the same. I mean, I really enjoy painting the way I paint, but sometimes it's like I need to change things and see what I can get from it, and if this thing can match my style of sketching and everything. So I have been doing the latest drawings with this thing that it's something, it's not mystery. I saw Loish process, well, I saw it before too, and I had like this thing of doing painterly stuff. I think it was on Christmas, more or less. But then this time I decided to do, or to turn it to more into my thing. So I'm going to follow some steps from Loish, of course, for the things that she works with. But also, guys, I'm going to tell you how I want to do it in my thing. So because maybe not all of them convince me, or I'm not feeling comfortable with. So I'm going to start like feeling all the shape of the girl. We can do it in different ways, for sure. I'm going to keep here, I'm going to put names because it's going to be a little bit of a mystery, not mystery, a mess if I don't do that. This is the sketch. Okay, we have it in a color black right now, and the blending mode is normal. I'm going to download a little bit the opacity because I also here. This is like the first sketch I did yesterday on the sketch session. I draw on top mainly because I wanted to put more detail in some areas and also get rid of these black things or gray, these coloring things that I did yesterday. but I don't want to get rid of everything because I love some lines I did that they are pretty well, so I like it. So I'm going to put it on more or less 25 of opacity, and I'm going to up a little bit up to 60 the sketch. I'm going to call this one Roth sketch, even it's not so Roth, but Roth. I don't know, guys, if I'm writing it well, but it's okay. I mean, hope you understand that. So okay. Let's put some. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to put it on below. What I'm going to do first of all, guys, I'm going to create a folder with the sketches. Also, I'm going to duplicate this folder. Okay, I'm going to put it down because this is like my save file. So if I need it, I come back here. My backup file. I think my backup sketches. So this folder too. Okay, no, sorry. This is the other sketch. Sketch 2. I'm sorry, guys. This is the other sketch I did yesterday. So, oops, sketch 2. Now, folder copy. This one is going to be Roth sketches. I'm going to say it like a sketches. Okay, and I'm going to grab this one here that have the 2 sketches, and I'm going to set up this one here first. I'm sorry, I'm messing up a little bit, guys. I think here is looking great. Okay, I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to merge these selected layers. Okay, so now I have an image of all of them. And with that, now I can download a little bit of opacity. And I'm going to paint the silhouette. I'm going to do that with the lasso tool. I'm going to, I'm not going to follow the colors of these, but I want to choose a bright color for the skin. Maybe later we have to change it, but for now I'm going to use that. Oops. Also, when you use the selection mode, take in mind to have it in the add selection, so you will be able to add more things to your selection and all these things. Because when you use the selection tool, at least for me, the edges are not perfect. Also, I want to say, guys, that the thing of this sketching thing or painting thing, this type of technique, is not about perfection. So, and this is something else that it took me a long to understand, because when I was painting with my regular painting thing, I always look for neat lines and not wobbly lines, or I want all to be perfect. And I have to say that I'm enjoying so much painting like this way, with more painterly style, because I'm not taking too much attention to perfection, and this is more like giving like this feel of unfinished things to an illustration. The thing is that I'm going to focus on face. I mean, face is going to have more detail, and the body or the clothes here, I want it to be more more not sketch but more rough, not so detailed, with some areas blurry and merged together. So I want to play with that. I think this is one of the things that Loish do so well. just focus the thing on the face, and then all the areas you can see that they are not so polished. So this is what I want to achieve here. I'm going to use the selection tool to add more things and to you know, add some areas that I left. For example, here. Let's see the clothes. Obviously, guys, this is nothing. I mean, I'm doing it because I wanted, but we don't need to do that, okay? Because we can do these things later with the paint instead of these things. Also, we're going to do that because you will see that it's looking pretty rough. You see here, we have areas that the color is not correct. But I think, guys, that we need to deal with these things, you know? You see, I have here a lot of whites. I don't know why. Well, yeah. It's because I didn't have it well. Sometimes I have the thing. I mean, as you can see, if you do it with the zoom not so close, you think you made the correct selection thing, but then when you paint, it's like, oh no. Okay, I'm going to change that here, and that's all. Okay, so we have that. Also, if you like, and if you want to be like, you know, more have it correctly on the line and everything, you can just, once you have feel it the first time, you can you know, try to make more, add more things, because now that you have a base, you can just go here and fill. And for example, here I want to make it more narrow. Okay. Also, guys, today I'm going to explain more in more detail, or in more practice, the coloring thing that I explained in last video. I was thinking, guys, I don't remember what was the tutorial last month. I don't remember. I need to check that, but I think it's very interesting to learn how to apply the colors. You always ask me, I already told you that, but I didn't follow any rule for coloring, as you know. So we're going to paint this with very intuition on color. So I choose this base color. You see that it's not very accurate to the skin color. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to change colors. I'm going to use pinks and grays and everything, but I don't want to go with this pale color because I want it to have contrast and brightness. Maybe we can tune it later, but for now we have this girl here. I didn't paint the earrings because we're going to do it later. So let's continue filling the things. Also, guys, I forgot to say, I'm going to work with one layer. So I think, I don't know, guys, if I did that in the past with you. I don't remember. So, well, we're going to paint first the base colors for everything. So let's continue. At that point, I don't want to paint over here just in case of when I do the base color. So I'm going to select the shape and I'm going to create a new layer on top, and then I'm going to fill the shapes for the air. No, sorry, I have to make it different. No, I know, guys, I'm making it wrong. I'm going to create a clipping mask. So now I can select all these things. We can do it on Procreate too, guys. Just if you are asking, it's not something only from for Clip Studio Paint. We can do the same on Procreate. And now adjusting some things, as you can see. Oops. I think we have to add this later. Okay. The thing that why I didn't put or add the color on the base layer is because maybe once I have all painted, maybe I have to change colors before merging all the layers. So I think it's easy for the beginning, so to create like the color palette at the beginning. Also, guys, if you are going to do commissions, as I always say, don't use merged layers, because in case you need to change something, I think it's better to have it separate. But for your own art, that I know everybody's it's pretty happy with the final results, I think you can use this type of one layer thing to try this painterly style. Okay. If I unclip this. Well, okay, let's go for the black color here. If you see, guys, I am working in the same aspect, or I don't know, guys, the same hue. So the reds, I use this red for the air. I'm going to use this more black area here. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to create a new clipping mask. Just so that, guys, that I just created a new layer in between the two ones that I have. So in this way, it appears like a clipping mask just by adding it. I'm going to paint like this. This is going to be the black. Okay. Maybe we have to. And now this is going to be a gray, maybe this type of gray. I'm going to put it underneath. We need here to, we can see here like the skin. So for the tutu leaf, I don't know, guys, if this is tutu, but just in case, the tutu leaf, we need to lower the opacity so we can see through it. Okay. going for the two things now. We can use this type of pink. As you see, guys, I'm not moving from this color. It's into red, so just in case I'm going to use that. Maybe later we have to change them, but for now, so we have one here and another one here. Okay, so we have the tutu thing here. Let's turn the opacity a little bit. Okay, I just think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to erase this area here. I can do that. Okay, guys, you are here. These are the kind of problems that we can face sometime, because now we have it linked with the clipping mask. So if I erase the base, I am erasing everything. But I'm going to do another thing. Let's check out the colors. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to set it to color, and we need to paint this layer in white. So I think I already told you in last video, but this is going to serve us to know how the color balance is working. I think we need to make difference from the pink and the skin, but we're going to do it differently. I'm going to check out, maybe let's change the skin color. Maybe it's too bright. I have to say that I like it with this saturated color. Not that much, but we can go for a, I don't know, lately I'm feeling like messing with colors and creating, you know, another type of skins with more saturated things. I really like this pink for the skin and how it, I mean, I'm pretty liking how it looks. With the you know, the contrast with the air. I have the problem here with the tutu. Maybe I need to change the color a little bit. I think I'm going to leave the skin of this girl like this bright. I like it. I mean, I like this contrast. Let's go to the tutu thing. Maybe we're going to go for a more, you know, more pink color to see how it looks. The thing here, guys, is that I'm not seeing, I mean, I think this color looks better, but there's something that it didn't convince me, and I think it's because it didn't make any contrast with the skin, so I had to Try the skin a little bit. No. Okay, we're going to do that. One thing. First, I'm going to unclip the thing, and I'm going to erase this thing. I'm going to erase like all the orange we have on the leaf. I know I didn't have to make that since the beginning because of that, because they are transparent. So we have to erase that. And now we have to erase all this area here. No, maybe I'm going to do it this way. Let's see if this works. Oops. Here. Sometimes Clip Studio Paint have these things that okay. No. Well, you can do that also with Procreate, but I think it's more visual here on Clip Studio because you have an option to do that. Okay. So I think now it makes more sense because we now can see that they are clear here, that they didn't have, they didn't have the orange tone on there. So I'm going to paint like this here. I'm just trying to put better this area here. Okay. Now we have to I want them to look pink, maybe even more pink, You see, guys, how I'm changing the colors every time. I didn't have any, I have a very rough idea of the colors. I know, for example, that I wanted to change the skin to a more saturated skin, more like pink, because we have like these pink colors here. And this is like my idea. I didn't need any color palette or anything. So I am upgrading the pink thing here, mainly because as I am going to put opacity, I want to be the more pink as it can. But yeah, I don't like it. I think I'm going to leave it this way here. Okay. Now the thing is that this color here didn't convince me, so I'm coming here. Change it to a more lilac, more saturated, even more darker. Okay, you see how my mind is working. Okay, so now all this color scheme, color palette is about pinks, basically pinks. I think I'm going to put this one in a more gray tone because I think it's too dark, and I don't like to have all this dark or this pure black color here. I don't like it, being honest. I'm going to go through the lilacs again, so, or blues, you know, to have it like, we know it's black, or it's working like black, but it's not black. It's more of a blue, dark blue maybe. Let's check that. You see, it's here, it's like a dark lilac. So we are on the lilacs right now. Okay, let's go for the eyes. I didn't paint it. Okay. Okay. Well, paint. I haven't painted, guys. What I'm doing right now is just, even if you didn't paint it, just by selecting, you can move and change the colors very fast with the hue, saturation, and luminosity. I'm sorry, guys. My leg is like sleepy. I don't know, guys, if the English is the same. So okay, I'm not going to do it like this way. I'm going to grab all the eyes. Okay, I'm messing around. Okay, and now it's better if you're going to change the color of several things at one time. I think it's best selecting everything you want to change. Why? Okay, apparently I have to paint everything. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I just said wrong. This only works when you are in a layer with the stuff. I know you know it. I'm just being weird right now. Okay, I want this not to be so white. Maybe I'm going to leave it this way. Because, you know, guys, we don't want this to look like, you know, too white, because it's not real. So normally it's like a few tones hues under the color of the skin. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. And last thing I'm going to paint is the lips. And before that, we are going to merge everything. Oops, I don't have it there. What's the name of that? Remove, yeah. Okay, I'm going to a new layer just in case. Color. I want a pink one. Okay. You know, guys, I always choose one color that I think will work, but then when I look at it, I don't feel like liking. I think maybe it works better with more darker hue. Not sorry, with more. I want to feel like pink, but I think it has to have less luminosity, you know. And even I can't put it more saturated. Okay. Let's see how it looks. I think now it's, you can see the difference. The lips pop up more than before. Okay, let's check our color thing. I think even we can make it a little bit more, you know, more black. Let's see, let's try it and see what happens. I think it looks great, to be honest. Now we can see more the difference between the lips and the skin. So I'm going to leave it this way. I think I like it. Okay, so we have now all the base colors. What I'm going to do is grab everything, again, make a backup. I'm going to create a folder and put here base colors. You know, guys, this is a complete different workflow as I always do, because, you know, I always work with a lot of layers. But now in this case, I'm being a little bit of afraid of my axe, because or things, you know, because I'm not very sure about how it's going to look. I mean, I didn't practice this too much, but I like to, or I'm feeling safer if I know I have some backup of what I'm doing. So I'm going to duplicate these base colors, and I'm going to merge selected layers. Now we have all colors in one layer. Now it's time to change or to do something with the sketch. I mean, now it's normal blending mode, and it's not looking, you know, it's not making justice to the, it's very dull, to be honest. So I'm going to set up to multiply, and I'm going to change, no, not here, sorry. In the color balance, let me see if it works, because the other day it didn't work for me. Normally when it's too dark, let's see if we can do it with this one. You see, when you have when you have the sketch in a black color, it means that it has no color, and that's why it didn't change anything. You can only change the light, you know, but it didn't change the hue or the saturation because it didn't have any colors. So I'm going to alpha lock it, and I'm going to change it to you know, for example, this is like a brown color thing. So now I think I'm going to be able to play with this sketch. Okay, color balance again. Let's see, shadows. Now you see that I can play with, I want to be red. I want to be more like pink red thing. Not that purple, but you see it is slightly changing everything. Highlight's not going to go. Okay, now here I'm making it more saturated. You know, if you want it to be more red pink, you have to move the wheel here to reds and magentas, and blues if you like it to be more purple. No, you can see the difference. If I go to yellow, it's like to red, but if I go to the blues, it's like more pinky and purples. So I'm going to leave it here, and now I'm going to use the hue and saturation to play around a little bit more, because I love to play with these guys. I want it to be saturated, so I'm going to leave it this way. Okay. So this is what we have at the beginning, you know, and this is what we have now. I think now the sketch merge or blends better with all that we have here. And also we are going to have, or we can use all these areas, all these new colors that we have to paint on our drawing. Now this one was very boring, right? Okay, so we have these. I'm having my backup sketch. I'm going to start with in the base color. In the base colors copy, and with the hard round, I'm going to start like fixing all the edges with colors. Now that I know these colors are the ones, so I am just with the pencil, with the brush, fixing edges. Without, you see guys, I'm not paying too much attention. I want to be you know, I want to get rid of this stiffness that we have and all these edges that were not good, you know. They are like too much cut in, you know, like a bad cut. So you can do it more, even more. I'm going to set opacity to 100. Also, I don't care if maybe I was being too picky. I'm going to leave it like this way here with these areas with less paint. I don't care. One of the things that I saw in Doish videos are that she plays with the paint as it was a sculpture. So it's a sculpting the paint instead of, you know, blocking colors and everything. Also for her it's super important to maintain the sketch, and I agree with her in this aspect. I think I already told you in other occasions that I don't like to paint with that I don't like to use the outlines, you know, the line art, because we have all the movement on the sketch and all the lines, so I like to keep it. Also, if you have saw all of my old videos from a lot of time ago, you will see that I always paint over the sketch. And that's because when I use the line art, my drawings are super boring and all the movement is gone, so they are quite a mess, and that's why I prefer to do it like this way. Okay. So also guys, when you paint, you have to try to be the less rigid as possible. This is something I always say for sketching. Try to work with flow strokes, you know, curves and everything. Not too, and if the bigger the better, I have to say. Just a very confident line here. I said it on the last video, or it was in a sketch session, I don't remember, a long time ago. Because I always saw you guys, when you do sketch, you work with very tiny lines and you're doing something like that, you know. And this is the opposite of movement, and this is the opposite of the flow, the drawing. So it's not the same doing that as doing these things here, you know. Well, maybe I mean, you know, being confident in your strokes, guys. And the same for painting, I have to say. Also, I have been enjoying for a long time ago to use the eraser also as a tool for paint. I mean, it's weird, but I want to say that it's like a very useful tool to make cuts and give shapes. I mean, sometimes with our brushes we can achieve some shapes. And for example, here, imagine that I want it to be as narrow as possible, and I haven't have it because of the brush is very round. So I use the eraser to work these shapes, you know. For example, I have it too big, that, doing something like that. So I have a more narrow edge here instead of the rounded one that I have, but I don't care, have it rounded. We're going to create more lines here. I want the air to look like flowy, being honest, and not too stiff. Okay, this area here. I know I had here like this area of air. We're going to paint it over. We're going to create again this shape with paint. You know, this is for me super relaxing. Not relaxing, like a very freedom way to paint. Sometimes in my style, you know, like all the lines, the perfect lines and everything, I lose the feeling of painting, you know, like the natural painting when you use pigments and everything, and you are creating like a drawing, you know, traditional drawing. So I really love to get back to this. Even I was very bad at painting, but this freedom that I'm feeling right now doing these lines, not worrying about they are not looking in the correct position or that they are in trace since the beginning. It makes me feel very free. I don't know if this is something that happens to you, but for me it is. So here I am just turning this strand of air a little bit. Okay, also I'm cleaning. You see, it's like creating a shape from zero, you know? Okay, we have more or less the air thing. And going back to paint, maybe this one here, I can create a small, but more detail. I mean, when I say I want to put detail on the face, it's like this type of detail, you know? This is the area where I'm going to put all the emphasis. So I really need to be detailed, like the shape of the eyes, very not focus. Let me see. It's not random. I don't have sharp. I mean more sharp. So even all this area here, I'm not going to paint all the details of the air. Also, I'm not going to paint all the details here. We're going to work very rough in this area. But I want to be the face super, super detailed. So we need to play with these things on the air, for example, creating interest in this area. So creating like strands always help. Okay, I think more or less. Even this one looks awkward. Okay. Okay, let's go for the black of the eyes. Again, I don't want it to be very black, but for example, I can choose this light, this dark color here, for example, that it comes from the sketch, you see, and the combination with the air. So we have now a very darkened color to use it for the eye. So even we can use this one here to make it more different with the air. You see, I'm now picking up colors that I have on the illustration. So let's paint this. And of course, guys, we're going to have more and more colors or new colors to use once we start like adding things or playing with more lights and adding some effects. For example, when we add the blush. So, and we know that all these colors are going to match our illustration, so we don't have to care about finding the color, the perfect color on it or for it. So let's see. Oops. I'm super happy of this brush that I created, to be honest. I always hated the round brush because I never know what to do that. But yesterday I was sketching with this brush and it was like, I don't know, super easy to do and to use. Okay, so we have the eyes. Now, she has a very, very dark eyes, but I don't want it to be like this black, mainly because we have a very dark color here in the eyelashes. So I'm going to use the color of the ear. Also, she has some areas here. Maybe we can do that later, like putting these light strands over her head. I'm going to paint. Maybe even I can put it more lighter. Also, we have to put more detail on the eyes. We're going to do it later. But I want them to be very, expressive and vivid. The eyes have to tell us something. And this girl has a great personality just by wearing what she's wearing. So we have to make her side or her look match with her personality. So I think I like it. Maybe I can put more rounded. This one, I'm seeing like this one here is more bigger. Okay, let's see. I think now it's better, but still, I can put more. I'm going to arrange these things here because I have been painting, and then the black area here, we can paint it more black. You can see, guys, how imperfect this is looking, and I'm super happy of this, you know, this feeling of the edges being blurred. You know, I love it. I really love it. Okay, let's go for the eyebrows. Let's look at them, and she have it a little bit more lighter than the air, so going to play with more lighter color and paint them. At some point we are going to merge the sketch also with the drawing, but not now, because I really want to adjust later the amount of sketch I want to look like, you know. So I'm going to do it later. Just paint here. Also, you see now it's super easy to change shapes on the go. So we can merge or blend more the colors if we want. Oh, they are super separated. I don't like it. And what I'm doing right now, guys, is just picking up colors that I have near to create like more color range or color, you know, to put the colors together. Okay, let's do the other one. I don't know if this one is darker, but I don't care. Yeah, I think it's a little bit darker, so I'm going back to the other color. You have to take in mind, guys, as if you choose the color, or you pick the color from the other elbow, it's going to be darker because we have the sketch underneath, so the color is different. Take in mind that. So if you want to pick the same color, just go back to the color palette, or hide the sketch to pick the real colors. So because then you will have another. I think, guys, this video is going to be large because we have 1 hour here and there's still a lot to do. Okay. Okay, we have it. This one, let's, oops, I was erasing. Let's change a little bit the shape. I'm doing like I'm erasing, but it's not erasing. I'm just painting with this color here to change shapes. So let's back here and put some strands of. Okay, so we have now more or less the face. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I have been awake since very, very early. We are doing some renovations on the school I have under my home, and today, that it's Sunday, they start their renovations, and they start like doing a lot of sounds and noise at 7:30 a.m. or 8 a.m. So I have been awake since then. Okay, so now we have the face. Let's continue because we're going to focus more on the face, as I said. We can do now, if we pick the sketch, it's looking pretty weird. Now it's in these stages where all is looking awful and everything is looking bad. You can see here. So in these cases, guys, please do not took the sketch on. Do not take the sketch off. Turn off the sketch or hide the sketch. So what we're going to do now? We're going to put some blush here. Yeah, only here because we don't need it in any areas. I'm going to use a lasso tool for doing that. I'm going to select this here, select this here. In Clip Studio Paint, guys, I know in Procreate also it's super easy to find just to make the blurry edges, but in Clip Studio Paint, this option is not like in the preset bar of the selection. So you have to go to the selection launcher settings, and where it is. Okay, no, sorry. In the select, you have to go to the select subtool or menu here and go back to the blur borders. So you go here and then click on add, and it appears here. So this is the blur border. So this is the thing we need to do, and you have to choose here the amount. It didn't appear here, so you need to tune a little bit. I'm going to choose about 100 from the strength, 110, and see what happens. And now with the hue, saturation, and everything, I'm going to set up saturation. I think I even can make it bigger. So I'm going back here, I'm going to set up on 160. 160, here, more, here. And let's see if now it looks better. This is very annoying because I think in Procreate the tool is better. I mean, this effect is better. Now you see that it is more blended and it's not too concentrated like in the other one. Let's see which color. I'm just turning, like, we can make it more pink, but I don't think pink fits well. So I want like this very bright, like coral color. Even I'm going to put it a little bit darker. Let's see how it looks. What did I put? No, this is too much saturated. This is too gray. I think here is like the area I want. Okay, so now we have some blur here. I'm not sure about the color yet. I think it should be more dark. Yeah, maybe more or less pink. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Going to check. I just rediscovered recently the history tab. I think it looks better now, right? Okay, I'm going to leave it here. Also, guys, in Procreate, you can use the brush tool. You know that we have the FX we can use the layer mode or the tool or brush tool. If you have a soft brush, you can, instead of making the selection and going through the hue, saturation, or luminosity thing, you can go grab that brush, paint over, like if you are painting wherever, and then change the hue, saturation, and hue with the I'm seeing it right? Okay, no. You have to first go to the effect tab, select the hue, saturation, hue thing, and then go to the brushes and grab the correct brush you want. I suggest a soft brush. Paint over, and below you will have like the color schemes and options from the selection tool, from the hue, saturation tool. Sorry guys, and then you can change the values there, so you will see immediately how it changes on your drawing. I think I have been trying this method on last drawings, and I think it's pretty useful because you don't have to, well, it's the same. I mean, there are two steps in one on another, so you can use whatever you want, but I wanted to say, guys, that you have this option to make it. So yeah, we have this. I'm going to create some shadows. For doing the shadows, I'm going to do a new layer and a clipping mask. I'm going to use the same brush with a big size. About the shadows, I have here the latest colors I have used. So maybe I'm going to, for this red, I'm going to paint over some areas, like here, for example, here, all this area here, nose. You see, guys, I'm not being very delicate here. Not gonna lie. What about the arms? I know we should add some shadows here too. Even here. The same here. And of course, now I know it's looking pretty bad, but also this area here under, you know, under the tutu thing is going on shadow too. Maybe we can add some shadows here. And I think, guys, on the ear, let's put up some on the ear too. You see, pretty rough. All is rough. Also, one interesting thing Loish do, I don't know, guys, if you are Patreon from her, but she comes back to her drawings after a long time to finish them. I mean, maybe she decides that he can add more things. She can add more things to a drawing that she did in the past, and this is pretty amazing because you know, instead of drawing everything again from scratch, you have a canvas to work with, and just add the things you really want to do. So I hope in the future I can do the same with mine. Okay, I'm just gonna erase this area here because I need to put some, oops. Okay, I'm going to put some under the eyes for emphasis here, here under the lip, also top lip. I think I just need to paint this in white, and I'm going to erase that here. Well, guys, let's put it on multiply. I'm going to say here that you have to choose the one you like more. For example, I like saturated colors. Multiply is pretty, sorry, this is darkened. multiply or liner burn. I'm just putting the opacity I really want to, because I don't want this to be super hard decision here, guys. Color burn. I really like color burn because we have very saturated colors here, more than multiply, that they are very boring. Linear burn are a bit more brown. Subtract. No, this one is not lighten. Screen. No. These now are for lights. I am between color burn and linear burn, and I think I'm going for color burn because they are more brighter and I like it. You see, they are too saturation, so they are super saturated. But as I am going to download the opacity, I'm going to leave it at 50%. I have one thing here, but well, maybe we can erase it. I'm going to do it different because okay, you know what? I'm going to leave it on multiply, mainly because in the color burn we have a very red color that didn't match so well here, and multiply makes more, you know, more the colors here matches better. So I'm going to leave it here at 50%. I'm going to put it on 60. Okay. And I'm going to merge it. I'm going to create, just in case I need it, a copy, duplicate the layer, and I'm going to combine the layer below. Okay, so we have here all the colors. Okay, now it's time, guys, to start. Okay, I was saying that I said that I was going to put this in white. Too white, maybe this. Maybe yeah. That was too white. Okay, I just choose one of these tones here on the eye because I don't want it to be super white, you know. Also choose colors to, oops, not that one. Okay, I'm just arranging the lips that I didn't do it before. I'm just adding some shadows here, so maybe I need to okay, what's happening here, guys? Why is painting this color? Damn it. No. Okay, I'm just you know, cleaning up lines. I need a black color. Okay. You see, guys, that I just searched on the drawing some colors to create like more contrast here, more shadows, because adding like tiny lines, it's making putting emphasis in some areas, you know, like defining the thing. So I'm doing it right now. I don't want it to be very evident, you know. not evidence, no, very hard, but I want to make it define a little bit the lips. Let's go back to paint, put some detail on the nose. I think I'm going to choose here. I want to paint like the holes. Less color here to put some detail here. I'm going to do the same with them, with the eyes. I can paint it black, but I don't want it to, you know, I can use the black here, but I decided to go with this red because I think they add more, I don't know guys, the name of that, you know, more depth on the drawing, and it matches so well, so I will go for that. More things. I think now, guys, is a good moment to merge or sketch, because I would need to start like cleaning things and everything. I just want the sketch be invisible, so I think I'm going to leave it here in the 60. I'm around the 60% of 60, 70. Okay, guys, I'm today I'm very in I don't know how to choose 65 or 70. I mean, the difference, it's not too big. Okay, I'm going to leave it at 70%. So just in case, again, I'm going to create duplicate, and this one I'm going to merge it. Okay, so now we have it all together. Okay. Okay, let's paint the eyes. I think we can use this color here to make them a little bit clearer, this area. I think I'm going to need a more clear color. I don't know why it's not choosing the color. Okay. I'm just testing right now, guys. I'm not sure about what I'm doing. I just want to make the eyes more soft in some areas, and I'd like some lighting here. Even I'm going to use a white right now, or the pure white, to create some reflections. And I'm never so sure about where to place the reflections, to be honest. Let's see if this works. I just need a darkened color to paint like the iris. Maybe I should do the reflections later. now, and let's do as you see that I am adding some darken color. So what I'm basically doing is like creating soft areas when you look at this distance, and other ones more defined, because I think it looks nice. Also, just add some of this color here to create some reflections. And now let's go back to the white. Now I think we can put it here. And add more reflections here. Even we can add more here. I never know where it's too much, you know. I think I like it this way. Okay. We have the eyes more or less. Maybe I add some eyelashes here below. Yeah, why not? Some, very soft. I'm not the kind of person that add eyelashes, but sometimes I think I like it to do that. And now that I am in this process of, you know, changing things, why not add some eyelashes? I mean, I want them to merge with the skin, so I mean, I want them to be very soft and not so black. So so that's why I used the same color I had here. I have to, guys, to add some more detail in this area. Oops, here, with this one. Okay, why didn't choose? I mean, put some winkles here, why not? Just adding details, you know. So we are focusing or drawing on the eyes. And you see how imperfect they are, but when you look at from the distance, they look pretty nice. One thing I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to use a new layer for doing that, is create some effects on the eyes. For example, the shadow we have here, I could do that with paint, but being honest, guys, I find it so hard because I need to change everything. So I'm going to paint over. I don't know if, you know, I'm going to do it here. Color burn, no. Linear burn. So we know that we have all in place. I don't like this color. We know that we have all in place. Is this changing? Here. Why? Okay, I'm going for the purple color. So what I basically do, guys, is just I put it here and then I merge download, so I have it in the same layer. We can do more detail, even making the same thing and try to create, for example, here, like more reflections, you know, to make the eyes look better. And we can basically do the same. For example, now we have the eyes, maybe too bright for my taste, but we are changing colors and we are like adding more colors to our drawing. green. I don't know which one. I like that. You see? It's like we have the reflection of the sky or something. Basically what I use is this blue. No, don't know exactly. Hello. Here. You have here the reference code in case you want to use it. And I just put the screen blending mode. I don't know, guys, if this is the same. I guess it's the same name in Procreate. And now I only have to adjust the amount of blue that I want. I think it's looking pretty nice. Also, all the color of the eyes has changed a lot. I like it. You see. I'm going to this about the 60%, 65. So I'm going to also merge below. Okay, we have the eyes. I think the eyes are finished. We have to work around creating more effects on the nose, effects on the air. We have to create. We have a long time, guys. Also, we have to change things here. Okay, we're going to do now, first of all, like this strands over the air. For doing that, I'm going to use the lasso tool. And I'm going to do some lines here. I'm going to choose, no, I'm not going to choose. I'm going to paint some of them. And this is going to look great or not, but well, we can just change it later. Let's see. I have it selected. I am in the same layer as the color base, and basically what I'm going to do is change the color. It is about like a dark brown. Okay, I don't know what happens to me with dark colors. Light brown, brownish color. I want it to be saturated, brighter. Saturated. Maybe it's too much bright. Now we can see here a little bit of a glimpse of what is happening. We will need to arrange it because obviously it's not going to look very fine right now. But well, we have some of the, I don't know, guys, if I like them. Okay, let's change a little bit the color. I think I would like a more similar color to the eye, you know. Like this. Yeah, I think now it's better. Okay. So now we are going to arrange that. Arrange the air using the same brush. We're going to arrange this, you know, like adding it to the air. So we have to draw strands here. Maybe we have to change some areas here, you know, make it more realistic. Also, remember, guys, we have here some shadows also, so try to pick the color who is more near. I think I'm going to alpha lock the layer. You know, now it's like it's more integrated to the air because we have some strands coming here. I mean, they are just lines, but we get this effect. So here it has to be. Still, we have a lot of work to do on the air. So the same here. Let's add some darken areas too. I'm now, guys, working on the air. You see, I'm just adding some more lines, only with the same colors we already have here. You know, we have these lines from the sketch. I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to, well, we need it to be darker here. You know, I'm going to use them to give more shape to the eye, because it was, we have it very like a mass of color. I just want to add some details, not too much. I mean, I don't want this area to be super detailed, just know that how it's working, and also that we have these color lines here, not too fancy, you know, that enough detail to know that how this is working, how this is the air coming up to the head, you know. Also, you see the amount of the roughness I'm working with. No, I just need to follow here. I will say, guys, respect the lines we have, you know. Okay, I want to add a little bit of shadow here. I want this area to be more, to have more light, and this area underneath to be more dark. So let's add some darkness here, here. Let's set up the blur thing, 160. Yeah, why not? Basically, I'm not changing colors, I'm just going through the luminosity thing and the saturation thing. Maybe this is too black. I mean, if you put it too much black, you are losing all detail. So try to find a color that is dark, but you can still see things. Let's see. No, maybe I can change that. Not sure if this is creating. Well, it is more darker. Also, we have more darkness here and here. I don't care. I mean, it's fine. Okay, let's maybe even we can put some more light strands. Let me see. I'm going to go for here. Yes. You know, I want to be very subtle. I'm going to download the opacity a little bit. I don't want to be like super bright. Just a few. Obviously near, we have to put it near the other, you know, the ones we draw before, because it's making sense that we have these areas clear or more lighter, yes. Maybe then we can put here some, here we have also. Okay. You see, guys, how different this is from regular drawing. Let's clean up a little bit of this area here. You see, I am cleaning up with the same color. I mean, I'm painting, not erasing. Also, I am leaving some things. For example, where the ends of these areas come, I'm leaving it this way. I have to clean up also here. Maybe I can lower a little bit opacity. Okay, now it's time to put some shadows under the eyebrows. It's time to erase some lights here. You have to be careful here, guys, because as you're painting, you can erase some lines that you will like to maintain. So take care when you are like doing this. I want to put more detail in this. Oops. Okay. In this line over here. Okay, I'm going to use this color to adjust, like, okay, I need to unblock this, to put more roundness here, because we didn't change, or we didn't touch these edges, and they are pretty bad, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Let's go to make, let me see, what can we do? We can add more detail to the freckles if we want. I don't know, guys, why here. Because I think they are from the sketch. And we can put more emphasis in some of them just by adding in a darker color. They were too small. You know, paint over the freckles, creating new ones. Okay. I think we need to add some, well, we need to fix that because it is very rough here. Let's see. You see, guys, I just only grab the color. I pick the color I had and extend it. And if I don't like it, I just use another color and blend it, or erase it, you know. If you see that you're getting too much lines and all this stuff, you can use the blender, so to soft some edges and these things. It's a good option too. Even if you want to make some lines, you know, more soft. For example, these lines can be softer. Same here. Or with the freckles, if you see they are too much. Okay, I'm just using the wrong. Okay, no. I just saw, guys, that it was messing a little bit here. Okay, so also we can use the blender here in the air. Why not? If you will see that there are some areas too much, you know, without sense, we can blend it. And then seems like more natural. You see that they are coming from the air and they are reflections. Also, as we are not going to pay too much attention for details on air, it's okay. We still have some details, but we can have also some areas a little bit blurry. Why not? I mean, there's no need to be everything too much with too much detail, you know. You need to do that. Okay. Let's continue. Also, I'm changing a little bit the noses lately to give them more volume. I'm not very happy with this one. I think it's a little bit misplaced. Maybe we can move it a little bit. Okay. I just make it a little bit bigger also. To use the blender to blend the areas that I just moved. Here the same, because we have some part of the blush here, so now it's now correct. Okay, let's continue. I think now it looks better. It's still misplaced, but it was too small, I think. Oops. You know, this was what we have before, and it's now, I think it's better. You know, I don't know, guys, what do you think? I think now the mouth is better positioned. Okay. think we need more, more contrast in this area here. Also on the nose, I think it's a good moment to start adding some highlights. For example, the nose, I'm in the blend mode. I want to use, for example, I'm not going to use white, like a bit white, because I'm going to put it on opacity. Because super white was, I think it's not the correct color. So we can blend a little bit the color if we see it's too much. Oops. Also, I'm going to put some more shadows here. For using this brush for blending, blending colors, I would suggest to have the download opacity, so you will see that colors blends better. I mean, it's not a blender, but you can achieve right effects to it. So now we have a little bit, I put some volume, not too much. It's just some highlights. I think I can even add more shadow here. Let's go back and see. Okay. You see, I'm creating volumes here. And also a good option, guys, is to add some, sorry, I want to put more shadows here. I'm going to use a blender because I'm having some weird lines. Same here, I'm going to use the blender. And what I was saying is I'm going to add some reflection, not too much. Like here. Also I'm going to blend it a little bit. Okay, so we have the nose more or less. I have to put more like detail over here. Okay, honestly guys, I don't know why it's not choosing the right color. Oops. Maybe you can put more shadows also, I don't know. Okay. So I think, guys, the nose should be a little bit more pink. You see what I'm doing is with the opacity, I'm going to set up to 60%. I just choose the the pink from the blush. I'm just painting over a little bit. Maybe I can do it in another layer. I'm just testing, guys. Okay, I think it's better. When doing that, guys, I think it's better use another layer to use it, so you can adjust better how you want to look. Because I want to maintain like all the shadows I did, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I think it's a good option, merge these type of things like using adjustment layers. I'm going to merge it down. Adjustment layers and just merge layers down and all these things. Just I'm going to merge it a little bit here. Okay. Let's continue adding some details here, you know, some reflections. How much time? 2 hours, guys. Woo. I have to decide where the light comes up. I think in the reference light is coming from there, from here, from this line here. So because we have all the reflections in this area. Also, you see how the shadows works. This area here is more in shadow. Yeah, I think I'm going to put here like the highlights. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes for me it's hard to put like highlights in the lips. I don't know, guys, if you have the same problem, but I never ever know where to place like the highlights, you know, to make it like soft and all this stuff. I realize I need to put some shadows here too. Okay. You know, because if we have highlights here, we have to have shadows in some areas. To blend. I'm sorry, guys, because I am in the learning process as well as I'm explaining you how I'm doing things, and sometimes I made things that I didn't like right now. It has to be darker. I'm really annoyed because of this sheet. Sorry, guys. This brush, I don't know why it didn't choose a colory one. I'm trying to play a little bit with the volumes, you know, making this type of shape. I think it has to be more darker. So I'm not very good with lips. Okay, I'm going to leave it this way. Even I see the choke. Okay. Okay, so we have the lips. I think I'm going to leave it this way. I'm going to try to use the color to create some reflections coming over here. And yeah. So we have the lips, we have the nose, we have the eyes. I think we're pretty done with the face. Just a few more reflections. Not reflections, just highlights over the eyes. Okay. I guess I have to darken a little bit the eyes because they are super bright. So I'm going to dark a little bit some areas. I used some of the shadows I already had here to just put some shadows on the eyes. They were too bright, I have to admit it. When we made like this effect here, it was too much. Well, I think, guys, I have the face more or less. It's time to choose a golden color. I don't know which one. This one maybe. And I'm going to add like this area here. We're going to do the earrings. Ooh. What happened? Was going wrong. So let's go to do that. Also, they're going to be very rough. And they have this as a gray color, like the pearl inside. this pearl is going to be darker because it is. I'm going to, as I put the name of that, the Alpha Lux. Sorry guys, I'm just forgetting everything. Okay, I'm going to use, I was trying to put some shadows, but they were looking pretty bad. Because you know that this area here is in shadow, this earring. So I think with this one looks better. I was trying to create like the shadow with the colors. I'm sorry guys, because I'm talking to myself and I'm seeing like the face of this girl and I'm not liking at all. I mean, I don't know why I think it was looking better on the sketch. But well, I don't know, it has a very sassy face expression. I don't know, I'm not sure if it's the one that I like the most, but it's okay. I don't know, sometimes I want to say sometimes no. Lately I'm not pretty happy of how my faces are looking. I don't know why, but I don't know the expression. I know they have, from my taste, like this piggy, piggy face that I don't like it. Maybe are the mouth, the shape of the face. This is something I'm working on. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do with that. Okay, I'm going to blend this or put all together and put some detail on the earrings. Okay, why I am... I'm erasing. Yeah, I'm erasing. Okay, let's go back to the alpha mark. How bad I am doing that. Like a straight lines. Pretty bad. Okay, earrings done. I mean, I'm not going too much here. Okay, next step is going through the clothes, and you want to get rid of some of the lines. I don't know why it is painting lighter. Why it's changing the coloring? I mean, why? Okay. You want to get rid for some of the areas here, just with the alpha lock turned on, just paint over the sketch. I am being very rough here, guys, because I just want to finish. No, I just want to not to pay more attention. I don't want this one to be very detailed, as I said. So just play with colors a little bit. You know, we have some of this tutu thing. Okay, now you can decide to paint. I don't know why. Because I'm blending. I'm having some problem with, you know, the blending thing and this area. It's annoying. Always when you do like this type of effect, you know, try to represent this type of bubbles we have here, the tutu. I think it's nice to paint when you have all the shape you want in a clear color. Just add some a little bit of stroke on a loud outline to mark a little bit of the shape. I mean, I think it looks nice. Just trying to add some more detail here for that. As I said, I'm not going to paint all of this, so just this one for this side. Let's go for the other side. We know this area here is lighter and this one here is darker, so I'm not going to do the same here. Just 1 second. I think I put too much. You was talking, and you know, when I talk and I'm painting, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this way, and now let's add some of the edges. I think the other one had more sense than this one. Okay. Also, sorry guys if you're hearing like machine. This is a washing machine, guys. I'm doing some laundry. Okay, just add some more. Coming here, like small. I'm going to do the same here. Just add some of the areas, and I'm going to paint it with more. I need to create also a little bit of dark areas here. Okay. I'm trying to create dark areas, but the color is not the one I like. Okay, this one better. Here and here too. So this area here is going to be painted with this color. Like it's like a gray, I don't know what type of gray it is. I think I can soften a little bit of this because it is too much dark. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now the color has changed a little bit. I don't care. Okay, so we have like the sleeve. I need to change the color. And I want to go now to put this better. I'm just arranging some things, guys, that were back done. So I'm arranging also the sleeve here because we have a very bad edges. So same here. Also, I'm creating a little bit of shadows by doing this. Just erase. Okay. Okay. We're going to do the same with the other side. So we have here some orange. Okay. Let's turn off the blend and the blending mode, the alpha lock, and work a little bit of the borders here. Okay. I think we can work a little bit of with the colors of these. I mean, I think they are too purple for my taste, and I think we can turn it more gray, maybe, or black, or dark gray. We want contrast, so guys, we want to have. So now I'm painting this line with this color. It's just the color of the sweater she has underneath. We can add some things here. And now let me see if I can have here. Okay, this is more like grayish, and I want to undercover also clean up a little bit. I want to undercover this color that we have here. I don't know, we should put some strands, you know, some wrinkles here, maybe here. I'm going to download the opacity, well, you already saw it, of the brush, because I think these areas are too pink, and I can see the difference between this pink here with the pink of the skin. So I'm just going with very soft touches from this to make a little bit more more gray, you know. And I think I'm going to leave like the clothes here. I'm going to add some of this necklace. Okay. Let's put the also they are like rose gold more than yellow. So let's create someone here, someone here. Don't worry if you go through the clothes. Okay, the necklaces. I'm going to make the shapes more neat. What I'm doing is just picking the color I have near and paint to erase like the shape I have. So I'm modeling a little bit this necklace. Also, I have to rework this area here. I didn't saw it until now. Same here, just paint. Here we have to paint even more. And here. Okay, let's turn off the alpha block. Just, oops. Okay. Okay, you see guys, I am just making the edges softer because in this area I didn't do that. So they were looking pretty bad, you know, very scale and pixelated. So now they're looking better. We should add some of the text, I don't know, maybe. Let's go for a very bright color here and paint. I don't know what it's saying here, but I'm going to do it very soft in this area. Okay. Also it has, maybe I can do it with the pink, like, no, it's not pink, it has to be more red. I don't know what I'm doing. you know, I'm not paying too much attention to shapes. I'm just guys, I totally forgot. Well, I wanted to put the time-lapse option. I'm sorry guys. Every time I work with Clip Studio Paint, I have the same problem. As the time-lapse is not, you know, it's not automatic, so I always forgot to activate it. I'm so sorry. Because I always love to have all the amount of archive and things possible for my art, and I always have the same problem. Well, I don't know what it's saying here. Super bad. Okay, so it's good, guys, to work with transparencies. Also, I think this brush, it helps a lot of to work with that. I think we already have it. I think that needs some, you know, highlights, more highlights. I want to put more highlights in the here, you know, in the laces. Necklace, sorry, laces, I don't know what I'm saying. Still is not super white. Okay, I think it makes the effect correct. Also, in one of the part of the here, let's see. I'm going to put on the Alpha Lock 2. Here, I want to create some, you know, like some light spots here. I can blend this a little bit because we have too much lines. Okay, I think now it's looking better. Like the shape of the shadow underneath, you know. Oops. Okay, more things. Highlights. I am with the highlights. I need highlights. Okay, let's go for a bright pink and just draw. I mean, I say the light is coming from there, so. Here. I have it. Okay. Just blending a little bit the highlight in this area. to give the shape that I really want to. Also, we're going to have some shadows here. The nose, I need to do the same on the nose. This area here, oops. Wanna do it softer. This area here and this area here. Nah, I like it. Okay. And the lips. I'm going to blend a little bit the lips because of the shadows, not sorry, lines that were appearing. Okay, so we have it this way. I really want to do something different here. First one, I want to create some shadows in the lowest part. So, okay. Now it's like the final rending touches that I want to create. So now it's a good point to start. Okay, no, sorry. I'm going to, first of all, create a duplicate because I don't want to mess it up. And now is the moment where I like to play with lights and change things to see how it works. I am just adjusting the colors now. Okay, let's see the difference. Okay. Maybe I will need to add some of these pink shadows also here and here. I'm going to put less blur. Let's see. Maybe we can arrange that. You know, I'm just arranging a little bit of the color because it was too purple. I think maybe it was too much. Okay. I like the one in the nose, and then I think it looks better under, you know, under the chin. And we can do the same with the ear, why not? Just put some here, in here, here. Okay, I'm going to put more here because the size is bigger. Let's go to the purple. This is guys totally trying and error thing. I don't know why in the ear is not as much as purple as I want. Okay, I think I like how it's looking in this part of the ear. Again, we have to change the color here because it's too much lilac and no. And now I need more color. Okay, now it's working. So the ear, I need to change the color. But I'm going to leave some parts of the lilac because I like it. I'm going to blend. We need to do again the freckles. Okay, they have to be darker. Okay, I like it. I like this effect here. But I lost. I don't know, guys. Really, I don't know what's happening. Why, when I decide to use dark color, it appears like clear one here. Okay. Bim, bim, bim. Oh, okay, we can put some shadows here. Sometimes I think I need to put more shadows in places, and also here. Okay, guys, I think more or less we have it. We go through this sketch that I really love to this girl that I don't know. I don't like the face. But yeah, now okay, let's do another duplicate layer. I don't want to mess up. I want to create blur area. Come here. The most as possible. Okay, let's see. Filter blur. Oh, I can do the blur. Okay. This one. Motion blur. Let's try the motion blur. Oops. Box. I'm playing a little bit with the effects of this. Okay. Let's try maybe the Gaussian. I don't know what smoothing is. What is smoothing? I don't know what it is smoothing. Gaussian blur. Let's see. Yeah, I think maybe I prefer the Gaussian blur. Yeah. Also, I want to create a little bit of the chromatic aberration thing. I'm going to select the layer, create a new one on top. I'm going to use the same brush but with all the opacity. I'm going to turn off a very bright pink, purple between this. I'm going to paint all these areas here where we have the lights. Maybe here a little bit, base, nose. I don't know guys if this is going to work. I'm just testing and I wanted to do that with you guys because I really want to I really want you to see how it's my real process, because there's things that they come to my mind while I am, while I am just drawing, and I think, maybe I can do that. So I really want to try this thing. Let's try the add glow. Let's try, it really looks cool, right? Let's try the blur strong. No. There are options that I don't know what they are doing. Gaussian. Okay, and now with the eraser, now we can use eraser without messing things up. We can just erase the areas where we don't want this thing. But we have here some cool effects, Maybe I was thinking, maybe I can get rid of, oops, of this. I don't know why we can erase the line here. Why? Let's. There's a reason, I don't know why is this thing not choosing the color I want. I don't know. I have it on 100%. And every time I paint, it's this here. for some reason it's like, is the line there and I can get rid of it. Okay. Guys, I'm seeing something. I made a mistake and I'm just realizing right now why it was looking very weird. So I'm just going to do it again. I'm going to maintain this, but I'm going to erase that. I just realized that when you just duplicate this one, yeah, duplicate layer. As I have it the alpha look, when I made the blur thing, it didn't look fine. Okay, let's. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can do that. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. Whatever it was, it was. Okay, alpha lock is off, and I can do both. Okay, just only one. Okay, now it makes sense. What the hell? Now guys, I know for some reason when you make like transparencies, they are maintain that transparencies. Okay. That clue. Let's just see one other type of color. Light. Light. I'm just trying which ones I prefer. Screen, lightning, color touch. I mean, this one, glow touch, is pretty cool. We have like these effects here, also some pink area, purple areas there, so I like it. I think I'm going to leave it this way, guys. Maybe I can blur a little bit of these areas here. Here, here, and here. Okay, I know, guys, I know I'm very boring with this stuff. Let's try again the motion blur and see. Because I really want that the air being in motion, you know, not just blurry. Okay, I think now it's more the way I want it. Let's do it again. Oops, I forgot to do that. Oh, blur Gaussian. No. Okay. Less before. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it this way. Just think about. Let's think about using a background color. Purple. Maybe it's too much purple. Yeah, I think so. Sliding a little bit. I don't know, guys. Do you think this is transparent? Again, I like it this way. Maybe I can put some lines here. I mean, you know, guys, to create more. Maybe it's too blurry, you know. I think it's too purple right now. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. We have been almost 3 hours with this drawing. I'm pretty happy with the painting result at the end. Also with the effects I add. Don't know if I want to add some purling noise. Well, I need to know how to apply the noise effect, because it works different from looks pretty bad, guys. I'm not gonna lie, looks horrible. I just want to add a little bit of noise, but noise. I have to make it smaller. You see that there are some kind of transparency, right? It's not me. I was thinking that setting multiply was enough, but no. Overlay. Yeah, overlay is the option I was looking at. Okie dokie. And last thing, let's see. I think in black and white looks pretty nice. Just these are the last things on color. If you want, you can adjust colors a little bit. For example, in Clip Studio Paint is so easy because you have the options to, you know, to create a correction layer, and then you correct everything without changing your layer color. So this is pretty cool. Maybe I add a more saturated version. If we go through lilacs and pinks, we're boosting a little bit more, like the saturation here. You see the difference from this to this. I think I'm going to try to upgrade a little more the pinks and things. color balance. Let me see what we can do with that. Okay, changing colors. If this didn't convince me, I'm going to basically stop it here. Maybe it's too big, right? You know, guys, it's so cool to play with these tools to achieve like the final effects we want on our drawing. I'm little bit afraid of doing it too much saturated, but here we go for the purples. I really love the purples look, you know. More than the pinks. Okay, let's see. Now with this one we boosted a little bit more the purples in the drawing. This was before, and this is the final one. Okay guys, this is all for today. I'm sorry for this very long video. 3 hours is too much, I know. I explained a lot of things on this technique. Hope you enjoy or hope you try to apply these things to your drawings, just in case you get bored of your style. You know that I had so much fun doing this. So yeah guys, wish you a nice month of July, because we are now in July, and see us again on the next Draw With Me video. Bye bye guys!